Hello, my beautiful friends. I would like to introduce you to Practical Magic for Daily Living. This is a course in magic that I will be giving with the beautiful Tansy Bajent. So Tansy and I will be teaching you classes that you can purchase individually as individual modules, or you can subscribe monthly and come along to our practical live sessions as well to practice magic and also practice the tarot or other divination tools as well. Merlin will, of course, also be holding classes about being a magical familiar, a witch's familiar, about daemons and how to work magically with our animals, how to heal and help our animals as well. So the reason that I want to share this is, I think it's twofold. I think Tansy has a beautiful vision that she will talk to you about of bringing back together the magical beings, us magical beings that have been persecuted in ages past. And she will talk more about what our purpose is coming together. So if you're here on the course, if you've subscribed, then I think that you have a very important purpose to play, but I will leave that to Tansy to talk to you more about. And for myself, I just would love to share some of the daily things that I do to live magically. I have such support from nature beings, support from the practices that I've learned. And it's just been wonderful just to not only have human support of fellow magical humans, but also magical animals and nature beings, and just to feel so connected to our earth, to Mother Earth as well. And it's helped me in so many ways. So I'll give you some examples. From the moment that I wake up in the morning, I'm practicing magic. So I have a pain condition. So I spend about an hour in bed just practicing some healing practices on myself. And then I feel like I can face the day and really transform and heal the issues and the pain issues that have come up for me during the night. I also practice magic with Merlin because he's in the bed with me. So while I'm doing the same techniques from Reiki, I'm also giving Merlin some Reiki. And then when you get up, I'm greeting my nature beings, my nature parents, my guiding star. Even when I'm having a shower, I might do some magical practices to boost my hair. Maybe it's some vanity practices. I bagsy car parking spots using magic and spells. What else? What else do? We do every day on our walk. I'm able to practice some magic to keep us safe and have that feeling of safety. And we make offerings to nature. We connect in with nature beings. I have a beautiful tree outside that I'm connecting to just while I'm talking to you now. Yeah, there's so much. What else do I do during the day? Of course, I practice healing on animals and humans as part of my job. I also communicate with animals, and out in nature, I could receive messages from feathers, animals, shells, from the sea, from different, and yeah, it may sound crazy, but it's really like normal for me. This is just like a normal day living magically. And it has transformed my life. So I'd love to share this with you. And I know Tansy would love to share with you as well. And Merlin, you've got a pretty good life, haven't you? And so, yeah, what I also find working magically is that I'm able to transform my emotions. In the past, I was very much led by emotions or triggered. And now I'm able to work to remove blocks, to process emotions through magical practices. There's just so much. So where do we draw our teachings from? So the teachings that we will be giving to you are drawn from the witches. There is like an incredible wealth of knowledge and practice from the witches in Devon, from the witches in Lancashire, that both Tansy and I have met and worked with and been taught by. I'm also going to be bringing some Andean indigenous practices to share with you, quantum physics as well. Trained with Richard Bartlett and his matrix energetics program. So quantum physics, like infinite possibility, the making of miracles. And a lot of magic is working with energy, the energy vibration of different beings, of the tools that we use, of the words that we use. Yeah. And what else? Reiki, Japanese Reiki, Western Reiki as well, and shamanic practices that both Tansy and I have been tutored in. So there's so much to draw on, and there's so much synchronicity between these practices. You can be a purist and just stick to one practice. That's not the path that I've taken personally. But I do incorporate from all of the different practices, from witchcraft and witches to indigenous healing practices to quantum physics. And what are we going to cover? So we're going to cover how to feel and work with energy, how to set intentions, and the secret to how to release those intentions magically. We're going to learn how to create a magical safe space. And we're going to learn this practically. So many different ways of creating that space. So for instance, I create a magical space while I'm out on a public beach just by creating a circle in the sand and making that space sacred and connecting in with nature beings. Can create an energetic field around you as a sacred circle, or we can do some more elaborate, like ritual, ceremonial ways of creating space. And what else? We're going to empower tools that we'll work with, and also learn different ways of divination, from tarot cards. I'm going to pull a tarot card now as well, to the I Ching, to runes, and yeah, many different. They're all listed on the website. And we're going to work with dreams. We're going to work with the symbolism from our subconscious in order to heal. We're going to work with symbols and archetypes, and with gods and goddesses, with mythology. And yeah, we're going to learn how to bring in right mind, aligned with your body and with your breath. We're going to learn how to store power and to build power within our body and our energetic system. We're going to learn how to maintain our energetic field as well. And yeah, connect with nature beings, remove blocks, manifest. And I think, I mean, there's so much, but have a look on the website. So for those of you that are continuing with me now, we're going to just explore a few more techniques on how to feel, like tangibly feel energy. And I'll show you an example of an altar and how to set up an altar, and then forming a relationship with magical tools. And for those of you that are just watching this as an introduction, who haven't signed up yet for the course, I hope that you are inspired to join us. We would love to meet you and to teach you and guide you on this path of practical magic. And sending you lots of love. Mwah!